everyone, Unlucky Black Cat here, back with my 6th Wi-Fi battle. Sorry I haven't posted anything the past few days. I've been sick, and I didn't really want to narrate anything with my funny sounding voice, but here's a battle. It's against a guy named Blaze2 from the Serbi chat room. He starts out with a Steelix, I start out with a Sand Slash. We're both just going to set up our Stealth Rocks, so it's pretty basic first turn, and from here I'm just going to stay in and go for the Earthquake. It does a decent chunk to the Steelix. I wasn't actually expecting it to do this much. So he might have one of those Steelixes that are EV'd in special defense and HP. But he's just gonna roar me out after that, and he brings in my Blaziken. I got pretty lucky with this. I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast because I know it'll take out the Steelix even with max special defense. But I miss. So he did a really gutsy move here and stayed in and roared. And he roars me out into my Lucario, which that breaks my Lucario's Focus Sash, which was kind of annoying. But I'm just going to stay in and go for the close combat because I know it'll take it out. And it does. So that was pretty good. Got his defensive wall out of the way. And I'm up to a 5-6 early lead, but he did see a lot of my team. So that's never really any good. And he's actually going to send in his Infernape here. In a sec. It takes a while to think about it. And here we go, Infernape. I don't really have a safe switching for this Infernape, so I'm just going to stay in extreme speed for some damage. And it actually does a kind of disappointing amount. I guess it depends on what his Ape's nature is, but yeah, he's just going to take me out with a close combat now. So my Lucario didn't really get to show his stuff this match, but there will be more with him in it. So I'm going to send in my Scarf Primeape. I know it'll outspeed this Infernape, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Not really to overpredict or anything. But he stays in, which I found kind of weird, because he has a Mismagius on his team. But, hey, Ape out of the way is always a good thing. So now that he knows that I'm choiced, he's going to send in his Mismagius. And he knows I'm locked in the Earthquake, so I'm going to switch out here. And I'm going to go into my Spiritomb. And I was expecting him to sub or Nasty Plot or Calm Mind here, but he actually just went for the Thunderbolt. I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird. Most of Magius is pack substitute, but maybe his doesn't, I don't know. But here I'm just going to go for the Pursuit, just to trap this thing, because Magius' physical defense really isn't that great. And he just stays in the Thunderbolts, so maybe his Mismagius was choiced. I don't know. But I actually get a crit on the Pursuit here. But I don't think it really changed the match that much because I do have the Shadow Sneak on my Spiritomb. And that definitely would have taken out the Mismagius. So he's going to send in a Heracross. And I think about switching here, but I decide to stay in to see what this Heracross goes for, because most Heracrosses are Choice Scarf these days. So I didn't want to go for the Wisp there because his Heracross most likely has Guts, so I just went for the Pain Split. But he just kills me off with the Mega Horn, and now that he's locked into the Mega Horn, I believe. Well, I believed he was blocked into the Mega Horn. I send out my Sand Slash, who's my physical wall, and I'm just going to spin away his rocks. He decides to stay in and go for the Mega Horn, which does it does an alright amount to my Sand Slash. Takes about 100 from that, and then after leftovers I'm sitting at over 200 HP. So here I'm just going to start going for the Stone Edges to get damage on this Heracross. And I believe he misses the Mega Horn here. Yeah. Kind of makes up for my miss on the Fire Blast, I guess, but yeah. He's actually going to miss again after that Stone Edge. And I find it kind of funny that he can't hit with Mega Horn, but I can hit with Stone Edge, which actually has lower accuracy than Mega Horn. But I guess that's just what happens when you go for those moves. He hits with this Mega Horn, and this actually does a lot more than his first one. So I guess he got max damage. Well, yeah. I guess after I look at it a second time, it did around the same. But And he's going to go into a Sceptile, and I'm just going to stay in with my Sand Slash here. I want to see what kind of Sceptile this is. and it turns out to be a physical Skeptile, and he goes with a Leaf Blade, and I get an epic 1 HP survive here. Look at that, what a beast. I love the Sand Slash. So I get a Stone Edge off, free damage, and he's just gonna take out my Sand Slash with another Leaf Blade here. So Sand Slash goes down, but he did a really good job this match. So I'm gonna go into my Scarf Primate because it's the only thing I have that'll outspeed this thing, and I'm gonna go for the U-turn, which I know will take out the Skeptile, and if he decides to switch, I will get an opportunity to switch into a counter. And I guess people are drag racing outside of my house. I don't know if you heard that. And I go for a U-turn, and I'm just gonna send out my Blaziken because I have priority on it, so I can get some damage depending on what he sends in. If I can, take it out with Blaziken. But I actually get really lucky here, and his last Pokemon is a Scizor. And I can just take this thing out with a Fire Blast, and I know I can live a Bullet Punch. And luckily I hit. So that was a good game. I have more battles I'm going to post, including a rematch with Elemental Hero Joe. So comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. And tell me if you like this live recording better.